Valentine's Day had always been important to me. I wasn't the kind of man who bought gifts out of obligation. I liked surprises, the kind that made my wife's eyes light up. This year, I wanted to do something special, something unforgettable. For weeks, I saved quietly, cutting corners where I could. I booked 2 tickets to Paris, the city of love, imagining us walking hand in hand along the Seine, sipping coffee at a tiny cafe, and rekindling the spark that had seemed dim lately. On the morning of Valentine's Day, I picked up a bouquet of her favorite roses. Deep red, with a hint of white in the middle. I tucked the envelope with the flight tickets inside, smiling to myself. Today, I thought, she'll realize how much she means to me. I walked into her office just before lunch. Her co-workers looked up, surprised, as I entered with the bouquet in hand. A few smiled, whispering among themselves. I was proud. I wanted them to see the way I loved her. When she saw me standing there, her expression wasn't what I expected. Instead of joy, her face froze, as if I had interrupted something. "Mark, what are you doing here?" she asked, her voice sharper than I'd ever heard in public. I grinned, holding out the flowers. "Happy Valentine's Day, Claire. I wanted to surprise you. And, well, I have one more surprise." I handed her the envelope. She opened it slowly, pulling out the tickets. A few of her co-workers gasped softly. "Paris," one of them whispered. But Claire didn't smile. She didn't even look happy. Instead, she sighed, placing the envelope back on her desk. "Mark, this isn't the time for this." My heart sank. "What do you mean? It's Valentine's Day. I thought we could spend a week together. Just us." "Paris, Claire. I've been planning this for months." She glanced around at her co-workers, clearly uncomfortable. "You shouldn't have come here. We'll talk about this at home." I stood there, stunned. The room was silent, everyone pretending to look busy but clearly listening. This was supposed to be a grand gesture, a reminder of love. Instead, it felt like rejection. "Claire," I said softly, "don't you like it?" She shook her head, whispering, "Mark, please. We'll talk later." I left the office, the roses still clutched in my hand, my heart heavier with every step. Something was wrong, very wrong. That night, she didn't come home until late. I was waiting in the living room, the bouquet in a vase, the tickets on the coffee table. When she walked in, she looked exhausted, but not from work. "We need to talk," she said. I braced myself. "What's going on, Claire?" She sat down, staring at the floor. "Mark, I can't do this anymore. I don't want Paris. I don't want this marriage. There's someone else." The words crashed over me like ice water. My chest tightened, my ears rang. "Someone else?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. She nodded. "It's been going on for months. I didn't know how to tell you." The bouquet on the table seemed like a cruel joke. The tickets, a symbol of how blind I'd been. I had been planning a future while she was already building one with another man. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I just stood, picked up the tickets, and tore them in half. "Enjoy your Valentine's Day, Claire. It's the last one you'll ever have with me." She reached for me, tears in her eyes, but I stepped back. "Save it. You made your choice." The next morning, I called a lawyer. By the end of the week, divorce papers were on the table. She begged for forgiveness, claimed she was confused, but betrayal doesn't disappear with apologies. Everyone at her office eventually found out. My grand gesture had become a story whispered in hallways, a husband who showed up with flowers and tickets, only to discover his wife's heart was already gone. It hurt. It broke me. But it also freed me. Because sometimes, the most painful gifts are clarity and truth. Claire thought I'd given her Paris. What I really gave her was the end. And in time, I realized that bouquet wasn't wasted. It reminded me that I'm capable of love, even if she wasn't worthy of it. One day, someone else will take that walk by the Seine with me. And this time, she won't flinch when I show her how much she means to me. Because the right woman doesn't look embarrassed when you love her out loud. The right woman smiles and holds your hand tighter.